Yo, what is up everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to my top 5 most anticipated Nintendo Switch games for 2018 and beyond. So a couple ground rules with this video. I'm only going to be talking about video games that have been officially announced, okay? So we can't have some mysterious Super Smash Bros. Game that we know is coming but hasn't been officially announced or anything like that. Only games that have been officially announced, and I want to go ahead and get right off the back as far as honorable mentions that you won't see on this list, and that is the Travis Touchdown game or No More Heroes and the Kirby Switch game. Both of those I'm excited about, but not quite as excited as some of these other games on the list. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 5, Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. Dragon Quest XI does everything right that I want to see in a classic RPG. You have the amazing graphics, you have great turn-based battles, you have tons of side quests, interesting characters. Heck, it's so old school in the Japanese version, there's not even voiceover. Like, no voices at all. Like, who does that for an RPG in freaking 2017? Nobody does, but they're doing it over there at Square Enix. So I absolutely love everything about it. Now, and I'm not sure if that's going to carry over when it comes to the West in terms of no voiceovers, but still, it's really cool to see a developer go that old school. Now, another thing that I love about it is the battle system. There's a lot of great and unique things that they put in there to the classic Dragon Quest formula. I love the new specials that each character have, and like I said, everything just animates and looks great. I cannot wait to play Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age on the Nintendo Switch in 2018. We do have an official confirmation for the game for 2018. There's been some confusion among fans whether it's going to come to the Switch or not, but I want to just make sure that I let everyone here listening to this video, and please share so people know, because there are still some people who think Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age isn't coming to Nintendo Switch and hasn't been confirmed for a Western release. And yes, it will be coming to Nintendo Switch, and this game is confirmed for a Western release. So I'm super excited about that. I'm excited to get into all the side quests. I'm excited to just explore this massive world with a very interesting story from what I've seen so far. So let me know what you guys think about Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age in the comment section below. And get ready, because 2018 is going to be the official return of the traditional Japanese RPG. Number 4, Pokemon Nintendo Switch. Now, there is a brand new Pokemon game coming to Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure you guys know about this. The Pokemon Company talked a little bit about this game at E3, saying that it could be a year or so off, so we could see it in 2018, or it might be a little bit beyond. I say heck, when it's ready, bring it out. What do I want to see, and why am I excited? Well, I want to see classic turn-based Pokemon action when it comes to the battle system that we all know and love. I want to see that made for HD, 1080p, whatever the case is, 720p portable, because a lot of people are going to play it that way anyway. So I just want to see a solid Pokemon game that does the battle system right, with an interesting cast of characters and story. Now, Pokemon isn't always known for that, but I think they've been getting better and better as they went to the 3DS era and beyond. I thought Pokemon X and Y did a pretty good job, and I thought Pokemon Sun and Moon also did a really good job as well in terms of some of the characters. Saw quite a bit of types of different ethnicities and things that you really don't see in Pokemon games too much. And I thought that it was cool that a lot of the stuff that you did was very different from the previous Pokemon games. I mean, even the way that you challenged gym leaders, that was completely different. There was so much different stuff in there. But for this Pokemon game, I just want there to be a solid battle system, some great mechanics that we can see, and really just great online play with the ranking system and all the stuff that we know and love from the previous Pokemon games. That's all I'm expecting, and I think they're going to deliver when it comes to that. And if they do that for the first real Pokemon game developed by Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, if they do that, we're going to have a winner on our hands. And I liken it to pretty much being like Pokemon X and Y. When that game launched, it wasn't revolutionary, but it was pretty good. They added in some good stuff because they moved on to stronger hardware from the DS 2DS to 3DS, and you can do a lot more. The battles looked a lot better, the Pokemon animated better, so I think more people are hyped for that than anything else, and I know I'm going to be excited when we finally get this game, maybe sometime in 2018 or maybe 2019, who knows. We don't have an official release date at this point, but I'm still really excited for the next Pokemon title on the Nintendo Switch. Number 3. Shin Megami Tensei 5. There's not a lot of details on this game, but I can tell you this right now, Ninja. This game is going to look phenomenal. It is rolling with the Unreal Engine 4. This is the first time in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise that they are using the Unreal Engine 4 for it. So you can expect the graphics to look very good. You can expect them to really emphasize details on the characters and just have a clean look to them. They're not going cheap with this one. I think this one is going to be a game that really impresses when it comes to Nintendo Switch owners and graphical capabilities as far as what they are doing. There's a reason why they went with that engine, but I also think they went with that engine in order to speed up development. This is the first time you're really going to see a Shin Megami Tensei game outside of like the Personas. This is the first time that you're going to see it on an HD system. You have to remember, these games, as far as Shin Megami Tensei 4, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final, those were on 3DS. So the main Shin Megami Tensei games were on sub 360p screens. This is a big jump, so I think they probably wanted the easiest system they can work with in order to make a high quality game and really get people back into the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, because it's been doing well. Don't get me wrong, the 3DS games have done okay, but the Persona games have outshined as far as just overall popularity than the Shin Megami Tensei games, which is crazy because Persona was a spin-off from Shin Megami Tensei. So I'm thinking that they're trying to reclaim kind of like the mind share of a lot of fans out there with this game going to Unreal Engine 4. They showed off in that short teaser trailer all the different demons that you're used to. So I mean, you're going to have a usual cast of characters, but I'm probably thinking there's going to be more. I want to know more about that gold dude that they showed off there as well. So I think it's going to be dark, it's going to be eerie. Obviously, it looked like post-apocalyptic with the buildings kind of being destroyed and empty. Oh man, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to get back to that classic turn-based RPG, which is the third one on this list, by the way. So shout outs to turn-based RPGs. But what do you guys think about Shin Megami Tensei 5? Are you excited for it? Let me know in the comment section below. Number 2, Metroid Prime 4. This game needs to be a litmus test for Nintendo Switch graphics. I want to see what they did with this game, what they did back with Metroid Prime. When you first booted up Metroid Prime, when you first saw Metroid Prime, you never played a game that looked that good and ran that fast on the GameCube. Heck, on any of the systems. Solid 60 frames per second. If you had a progressive scan TV, you could even do that. It looked amazing. It ran amazing, and usually games that looked like that or better ran lower on consoles in terms of frame rate, but it looked silky smooth, it ran silky smooth, and it played silky smooth, and that's what everyone loved about Metroid Prime. They perfectly transitioned from a game that was a 2D side-scroller action game shooting to a first-person action adventure game, and they just made it seem like it completely fit, despite a lot of people scrutinizing them and saying that it wouldn't. Now we have Metroid Prime 4. I think this needs to be the Metroid Prime of the Nintendo Switch. They need to come out and say, hey, this game is going to look fantastic, it's going to play fantastic, and we're going to rewrite the book when it comes to first-person action games. That's what I want to see from it. I want to see a great story. I think there needs to be a little bit more character development and not in the Metroid Other M way. I think we need to have a little bit more teaming up or a little bit more other characters at certain points. I know Metroid Prime 3 Corruption did a good job of that, and it kind of made you feel like you were part of this galactic federation, that you were part of this bounty hunter systems. But speaking of bounties, we need to see some bounties. It would be absolutely amazing if you can take on bounties, take on side quests, upgrade your weapons, get money, get new equipment in order to take down bigger bounties and also save the galaxy once again. I think if they adopted that type of system that just expanded what you could do in a Metroid game, it would really blow this franchise up and could be the best selling game in the franchise, because Samus Aran is a bounty hunter, yet we haven't hunted any bounties. So that's something that I really want to see in Metroid Prime 4, and I'm hoping they add that in order to add a little bit more layers of depth to the already great Metroid Prime system. You guys hyped for Metroid Prime 4? Let me know in the comment section below. Number 1, Fire Emblem Switch. This game had to be my number 1. And why was it my number 1? Because Fire Emblem, for the first time ever, is going to be in HD on a home console for Nintendo. The first time ever, like many of these different games here, Pokemon and other ones that I've mentioned, but this is Fire Emblem. And Fire Emblem is easily one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, top 3 hands down. Fire Emblem on the Nintendo Switch, they've already talked about it just a little bit, and they said that it's going to look beautiful. Obviously, that's a given. Fire Emblem games necessarily haven't had the best graphics in the past, especially like Fire Emblem Awakening, but the art style and the tone, you can see what they wanted to do. It was just on hardware that just wasn't capable enough, and in the past they just never had the money in order to create something that really pushed whatever system that they're on. But with the Nintendo Switch, you have your HD graphics. Nintendo has been doing very well with the Fire Emblem games. They've been making a lot of money, so I'm pretty sure that this one's going to get a bigger budget. So that's the reason why they said you're going to get a beautiful looking Fire Emblem game. And when it comes to gameplay, hands down, Fire Emblem has some of the best in the genre of strategy RPG. You're going to have all the great tactics that you're used to. You're going to have a great cast of characters. You're going to have good mechanics. Probably going to have the weapon triangle being brought back. Maybe they add some more dynamics into it. All the different classes. All of that makes Fire Emblem memorable, and I cannot wait to see what they have for us on the Nintendo Switch. Intelligent Systems, one of my favorite developers, they're absolutely amazing what they're able to do on the Nintendo 3DS. They're freaking wizards. So with this one, I'm going to be super hyped to see what they do. Jumping from the power from the 3DS to the Nintendo Switch, this should be really good, guys. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this one here. What are your top 5 most anticipated 2018 or beyond games? I would love to hear your list in the comment section below. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description below. We have Facebook, we have Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. I upload videos daily. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.